Okay, day 3 of my kayak build, my Cedar Strip Kayak. We got all the wood cut. You know, this all happened yesterday. I always wonder what took so long to build one of these from scratch. I could tell you, we're probably at 25 hours right now. We have all of the strips finally cut, ready to rock and roll. But this is the most important part, and this is what I worked on today. You know, just this little piece of wood we have right here. What do we call this, Joey?
It's the inner stem.
The inner stem. This is actually 4 of those pieces of cedar strip, the yellow, put together. We did that with glue, and then we went over it, I went over and sanded and honed it down to make this. This is also, what do we call this, Joey?
That's the shear strip.
That's the shear strip. That's basically the waterline, right, Joey, of the boat. If the boat is upside down, would that be the waterline or would that be higher?
Actually, that's the parting line between the hull and the deck.
See, you learn something new every day. This is the parting line. This is the bottom of the boat. This is the top. We're building it upside down. And that's where the top and the bottom would meet, right there. So today we went through, it was painstaking. I've been here since 9 o'clock. It's probably 5 o'clock now. We went through and just really adjusted the strong back because your boat is going to be built on the strong back. And then, of course, this is going to be removed and you put the boat together and voila. But the bottom line is all of this has to be straight. And you can't really do it with anything other than the human eye to really get it perfect. And once we got it as perfectly as we could get it, we went ahead and put this very thin piece of cedar that, by the way, this was part of those planks we were looking at the other day. We were able to cut them down that thinly. As a matter of fact, right in this area, we're going to have a piece of yellow cedar that you'll see. It's going to be somewhat of a racing stripe because everyone knows that when you put a stripe on something, it makes it faster. That's just, you learn something new every day, but we're going to make this boat really fast by putting some different inlays in there, and some of that yellow cedar will go in between the red cedar. Okay, that's what took up my Saturday today. Once again, I want to thank Joey Schott, who you heard in this video for the first time, and also his company, Turning Point Boatworks.
That's it.
So go check out Turning Point Boatworks, and of course, if you want to see all the stuff Nick Shada does, this is one of his kayaks. This is actually the Night Heron we're building, but we're modifying the top a bit, and we'll talk about that later on. We're taking a Nick Shada designed hull, and we're going to add a little Joey Schott to the top of it. Mm-hmm. So you guys are going to love what that's going to look like. Hopefully you will. All right, see you next time.